everybody. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the far side of the weekend. But you see, it's a bank holiday, so it's grand. Brilliant. Hope you're keeping well. Today we're going to be quick flight, right? The dinner's being cooked, so I have I have 2 and a bit hours, right? Maybe 3. No, 2 and a bit. But anyway, we're doing a quick flight, in the upcoming Black Square. This is the Baron Professional, and we've gone for the crazy machine, the Turboprop, featuring that of a Pratt & Whitney PT6A engine. This thing gives it about 500 horsepower, climb speed of about 4,000 feet a minute, and, generally turn every head there is on the ramp when they look over and see it, because it's mad looking. But hope you're keeping well. Hope your weekend has been lovely. I was busy yesterday, flat out now. Blisters. I cut my hands, look. Hang on, I'll show you. Look. Hang on. You can't. Look. The damage. All sorts of cuts and things and... Jesus. But anyway, I was under savage pressure yesterday. All sorts of work had done the house. And then today, as our clocks have fallen back, we now have an extra hour, so we're now back to synchronized Zulu time. It's precisely 15:39 Zulu, right? I was very busy this morning doing my usual schedule for the week, and then I decided to heed the advice of one naughty gnome who said, "Murph, wait until the weekend before you do a BIOS update." "I will," says I. "I did," says I again. So I updated the BIOS. Not without creating all sorts of... Oh, Jesus. But the good news is it appears to be working. So... I nearly bled out, it was bad now, But BIOS up-to-date version 0.7 or whatever it is. And everything's running fine, seems stable. Knock on wood, and sure, we'll see how this goes. But miserable weather here in Tipperary today. It's about 10 degrees and, raining. So we said we'll go to the United States, and we shall start here at Wells Muniple at Harriet, Kilo Lima, Whiskey Lima. And we're going to fly north. We're going to head up first to, Mountain Home. It's an Air Force base. As you do, Kilo Mike, Uniform Oscar, and then finally a challenging landing at a place called Stanley Airport, and that's 2 Uniform 7. So we're live on Join FS, we're live on the Southeast Asian servers. Come on and fly, sure. It's an owl Sunday drive. Hi. Do you ever see them out for the Sunday drive? Driving at about 20 miles an hour in like a 60 zone. That's us today. We'll take our time. Although, well... we won't really. We'll keep her lit, we'll keep her lit. But anyway, busy week ahead of us. Just put out our schedule for next week. It's live on Twitch. I'll pop it up onto YouTube here now. Actually, I'll do it now. And busy tomorrow. We have our stall flights tomorrow. I've nothing on Tuesday. I'm not around. Wednesday, we've the news. Thursday, a double header. We're going to be flying the F-28 from Just Flight during the day. And then the Flight Factor 757 over our next plane for our VATSIM flight out of JFK. Then, on Friday night, we're over to the Baron as we fly around Romania. Ooh, Bram Stoker neck of the woods. Dracula. That fellow, your man with the teeth, and that's what we're doing. So it's going to be busy. So hope you're all keeping terribly well. You're most welcome in, and that turned on as soon as the missus walked by. Who did that shagging one now? But anyway, I didn't press anything. Yeah, right, anyway, quick, we'll get into the gadget. Apache's here, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Bit of tunage, Murph. AJH, man. P Swan, happy Sunday. Chalks is here. Lead Ballooner, you're very welcome in. Crafty Tigers, happy Sunday. Symantec Warrior is here. Right when I thought Sunday was starting to feel lonely and desolate, this Egypt shows up, and now you're right. Malky is here. 8 months, man. Thank you very, very much indeed, Malky, for your tier 1 sub for 8 months. Dougal McTavish, the chairman, on a Sunday afternoon, has rambled in. Good to see you, Dougal. Filthy is here. Imperius, welcome aboard. Lear is in the house. Flipper Alloy, a very good morning. Let me see here now. Malky, 30 streams in a row. He says, I would get out more, but that involves going outside. Yes, right? Outside it's overrated, lads. Toto is here. Good to see you. Who else come in the door? Airlock Doc is in the house. Better to burn out than fail a BIOS update. No, it worked. Well, let's say it works. I imagine it worked. We should be grand. Tarnish Mossman, hello. Mrs. Upside Down TBHI is in the chat. Welcome in. Heisenberg, happy Sunday to you, my guy. Hope you're well. Jamie80, good afternoon. PH Roy, Tier 2, 19 months, man. He says, good afternoon or evening, Murph. Summertime or wintertime? What's the... What?
6 o'clock.
Well, yeah, I'll be fine. Listen, I've been known for strategic timing. The dinner's on. Mrs. Hi. Would you tell the live studio audience what's for dinner today?
Ham?
Yes. Ham. What sort of potatoes?
Roasties.
Wait till you hear the potato list. We have roast potatoes.
Potato croquettes.
Croquette potatoes.
Broccoli.
Ah, Jesus. Broccoli. Who's that for? Asparagus. I can tell you a thing or two about asparagus. Sweet corn is grand. Did you make them other gadgets?
Yorkshire pudding.
Yes. And stuffing.
I can do mash if you want mash. Want mash?
No, that's like potato overload.
And gravy.
And gravy. Jesus. Right. Roy, anyway, what I do know...
Roast ham. That's what it is.
Honey roast ham. Now you're talking. Yeah, none of that fancy ham. It's honey roast ham. Roy says, I do know it is that we're 19 months enjoying the streams. Roy, thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Insane support. Rookie is in the house. Good to see you. Max Stallion, 10 streams in a row. No, 10 freaking months in a row of supportage. Thank you very much indeed. Naughty Gnome is here. Good afternoon. Well done on the BIOS update. Yes, I'm a genius. Well, I'm not really. I had to watch 3 tutorial videos and I invented some new words while I was waiting. Most of them started off with right. It's amazing how many words you can get to sound like that at the start. But anyway, out there in the suburbs. Good to see you, buddy. Gaseous Maximus, welcome in. Soaring AJ. AJH, man, hope you're well. Gibbo Ireland is in the chat. Asher, how are you, Gibbo? Happy Sunday, man. Sim Guy, very good morning to you. Dracula invented by the Irish, says Malky. Indeed he is. DeBlaze is here, welcome aboard. Blink is in the house. Eric Flight, hello. Good to see you, buddy. Rob MCR, happy Sunday. Agent Presta is here. Zerg Forever, good to see you. Where's this now? Where's this now? Buttons. You have to eat your veggies. No, Jesus. Wife is making meatloaf. Mashed with gravy. The veggies can wait. Yes. Broccoli and asparagus are going to be making you stink. Yeah, to be... Jesus. Did you... Right. Anyway, you're a lucky man.
Let's be clear. You ain't going to eat broccoli and asparagus. They're for me.
I'm not going to eat broccoli or asparagus, no.
Neither. Well, 2-1 Junior will eat broccoli, but...
I'm asparagus prohibiti. It's a Roman disease. What?
You have eaten it before.
Yeah, and it was not nice.
My food is...
No, I'm not saying that at all. You've lovely food. You have great cooking expertise. Chef Kiss and all that. I just don't eat broccoli. If only you could see. Finally jumped the BIOS chamber. I'm telling you. Idle Cutoff, good to see you. Happy birthday to me. 67 is Idle Cutoff. Now listen, right, we don't want, like, you know what I mean? There's having a laugh, and then there's, like, you know, putting me into harm's way. Jesus. Idle Cutoff, happy 67th birthday, man. That's fantastic news. 67. Jesus. Lead Ballooner, I'm told we're having a very nice roast beef. Ooh, yes. Who was that? Gibbo! Murph, the F word was invented by Irish shepherds. They yelled at predators taking the sheep to flock off. Yes, let's go with that. Sunjammer's here as well. Good to see you, buddy. Right, now, quick, get in here and say hello to more people and then we'll get flying. Daniel is in the house. Good to see you. Northland Air. Happy Sunday, bud. Look at her looking in. There's nothing there. They're not doing anything. Jesus. Hazza is in the house. Good to see you, buddy. Aviation 1001. Hello from On Holiday. I love that place. Hope you're well, buddy. Alan Black is here. Boeing 5. Welcome aboard. Ronaldo. Good to see you, buddy. Let me see. Random Reynolds. Welcome aboard. Yeah, right. Nearly lost a hand. But yes, David Cleary, good afternoon to you, Dave. Hope all is well. Mrs. TPHI is upside down on YouTube. Joined by Mr. TPHI, who's not as much upside down. Firebird, good to see you, buddy. Who else come in? Wayland Chutani, greetings. FMJ is in the house. Murph, do you know if Black Square is going to have an LED option? LED, you say? I think there's LEDs on these. Let me see. Yadoma, good to see you. Lester from GTA, what are you doing here? Who was Lester again? JP, good to see you, buddy. What is the meaning of this? There's never the meaning at all. Come on, Gibbo. Yeah. Right. Now. Right. Quick. Let's quietly go over here. Before anything else happens. Right. Now, you're very welcome in. So. Now, here we are with the mad turboprop version of the Bonanza. And, well, it's a relatively short flight because we're going to be doing so at speed as I look for buttons and find things. So, on Navigraph, we're going to be departing out of Kilo Lima, Whiskey Lima, and it's a 123 nautical mile hop up to Mountain Home. And then, friends, it's into the mountainous regions into Stanley, 2 Uniform 7. So it's a single stopper on the way. That is our route. Live time, live weather, I think. Live weather, is it live time? No, it's not. 1549. Who's that Egypt flying around? 1549. Get up there now. Right. All is live. Who's that flying? Midlife Rex. Rex. I mean, he's always in the A400, isn't he? Let me see here now. DV Lurie, welcome in. Formula Fan, welcome aboard. Clear for approach, good afternoon. Koa Nang, hello, question. Is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 L39 yay or nay? Yay. L39? Yeah, it's in that. It's good playing. Good playing. Right, anyway. What am I doing here? I'm doing one of these. So let's have a quick look. Give it a second to load. Here we go. Here's Garmin. And we can see that there's all sorts of weather on the way in, look. What? Now what? Is that snow? Let's get the METAR. I don't have the friggin' METAR. That's interesting. Down here we get the METAR. There we go. KLWL. Why can't I see the METAR? We've no weather interesting. Right now, I wonder, do I need to turn on METAR? I do. Map chart. Overlays. METAR. Here we go now, friends. Here we go. So, the weather over at let me see. KEKO. It's 7 degrees Celsius in this kind of locale. And where we're heading to then, the weather is going to be 6 degrees Celsius. So it's not like too bad. You know what I mean? You've landed in Forteventura. Ooh, nice. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. Koa, thank you very much indeed for the gifted sub. Cheers, buddy. Amazing generosity, friends. Amazing generosity. Right. Now, we're going to be departing from our little airport, which is here. KLWL. Okay, best runway for takeoff. No wind data. Right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together, lads. It'll be grand. Corn Wolf, welcome in. Wicked Lumberjacks, you're very welcome in. It feels a lot colder. We're not able for a Kev. You know what I mean? Stu Snape is here. Good to see you, Stu. Welcome in, buddy. Happy Sunday. Right, lads. This machine, this is out of all the Bonanzas. I love the turbocharged, but this one is the turboprop. It's a Pratt & Whitney PT6 engine, similar to what you'd find in the likes of the Turbine Duke, right? But also a TBM. Very same engine. Very same engine. And the Kodiak has it as well, I think. So we're going to be using this for our machine today. Not the Greta, or not the friendliest of Greta-friendly aircraft. She wouldn't be liking this now at all. So you can kind of see the differences. Same engine as our neighbour there in the... who's that, actually? Toto, you're looking well. Toto's in a TBM 850 and we're in a Bonanza. So you can kind of see the difference between both aircraft, yet they both sport the same engine. Ooh, this should be fun. Sergeant Sausage, is good to see you. What aircraft is recommended today? Anything with a turboprop. You'll want a bit of speed. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the cockpit. There's Rex. Man, Rex, are you actually in the A400? Anyway, let's go ahead and get some of our stuff closed off. Doors included. There is a way to reach that door. I just can't do it from here. There we go. Door handle. Alright. Alright. So we'll come down here to our tablet. And we'll get our side door closed here as well. So payload, we're going to remove the wheel chocks, remove the pitot covers, engine covers. We're going to keep external power plugged in for the moment, and we're going to go for battery. And while we're here, we're going to go beacon, nav, panel, and floodlights all inside. We're going to put our prop mixture to full. Out of beta with this gadget. Sit them there. Fuel tanks, come down here, have a quick look. So we'll go off. Right tank and leave it sit. Quick check on our fuel before we go. So we've got 46 and 50. We'll balance the tanks. We'll put 50 in each. And that should be good to get us going. Now, what else do we want to do? Standby alternator, avionics, leave it off for the moment. Door seals inflate. Wait till we have the aircraft up and running. So we'll go for the... Now, we don't necessarily need a fuel pump for this. It doesn't actually need it for a startup, but it kind of depends on our temperatures and stuff, do you know? So we're going to come down here to our ignition system. So pump 1 comes on. Been looking at Christmas River cruises on the Danube. Jesus, Kev, that could be lovely. All right, so fuel pump is on. Ignition is going to go to auto. And then our starter is going to click down, engage, and then we're going to monitor our ITT, and then we introduce some fuel. So, we'll be clearing the prop, please.
Hello there.
And we have startup. 300, good to see you. Rotation. And we're going to be monitoring our gas generator. That's going to show us our RPM. It's going to idle at, well, top out at around 1900. That looks good. Introduce some fuel now. Watch the ITT. 790 odd is where she grabbed. 790. And we're going to watch our NG or gas or gen up above 50. Starter off. Generator on. Ignition off. Man, the sound. The sounds. I should have had the iStar open, but however, we're grand. Okay, engine is coming up and alive. Avionics coming on. What a gorgeous machine. Now, it's actually quite cold in the cabin, so let me see. Cabin heat, we'll turn this on. And we'll get our vent blower up here as well. Right, so quickly, we shall put in our flight plan. Destination is going to be 2 Uniform 7. That's Stanley. And our waypoint en route is going to be KMOU. No, it's not. KMUO. That's better. Mountain home. All is looking good. GPS is already dialed in. High altitude here, lads. Want to watch for that. What else do you want to check here now? Flight director. Let's be having you. We're going to set an initial altitude here of 8,000. We're kind of going that way, so it's west. So we'll go 10,500. We can be VF4, but looking at it, it looks marginal, doesn't it? It looks now a little bit on the Bejani side. Now, how are we running here in the sim? 88 frames. But it seems fairly smooth, doesn't it? That's using 2 times frame gen. I'll leave it on. I'll leave it as it is. Lagging so much, you're still putting in your route. Oh, Janie Mac. Foxfly, good to see you, buddy. Just can't leave this plane alone. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Right, internal lights. Yes. Looking good. Floodlights are on. Taxi light coming on. Keep the strobes off. Peter heat come on. And, right, runway for departure. Any windsocks? Of course not. All right. Let me see. Can we taxi out to the left? Taxi to the right. Off the brakes. Let us roll. Where are we based? In the sim or in the real world? Sorry, Toto. I literally drove in front of you. Use the PMS for wind. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're going to taxi down this neck of the woods here. Watch the speed. Bit of beta. Let the radar turn on. Alrighty then. 1 notch of flaps. Cabin temperature is cold, but we'll fix that once we get airborne. Our door seals go ahead and inflate. Real world, Tipperary. We're in County Tipperary. Alright. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So, left to the right. We're going to back taxi and go down there to our right hand side. Who be this? Goofy, you're looking well in your Turbo Arrow, man. You opened the ice door for all with the dust. Yeah, I should have had that open. It's effectively it is our inertial separator, so yeah, we'll turn that on, because my worry here is, and they do simulate this, foreign objects can get sucked into the engine look, and it'll actually have a savage impact on your aircraft. There's 8% foreign object density. Ice deflection, that's what that is. That light can stay on. Wait till we get airborne and then we shall turn it off. 9 degrees in the cabin, it's getting warmer. Can't wait for Tuesday, dude, it's so good. A kid named Kenny, good to see you, Kenny. Out of the Bonanza aircraft, this one is, it's nuts. This is nuts. I do like the normal, normal aspirated Bonanza, but the turbocharged is definitely my favourite. And then we have the Barons as well. They're just some beautiful aircraft, you know. Absolutely gorgeous. As we taxi here, strobes need to be on, Murph, and you muppet. Landing lights, the whole shebang, lads, the whole shebang. And we'll get our runway, or our heading indicator to our runway heading. Alright, we're looking good. So, local time 8:59 in the morning. Universal time is live. There's that A400. Now it's gas, 500 horsepower, 4,000 feet a minute. This thing is a rocket. It's a rocket ship. So we must be careful here. You're in the starship on the right. Good man, Tarnish. Nicely done, buddy. Abanez, good to see you, buddy. Thank you 47 months. You haven't aged a day. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Right, so we're going to arm 10,005 and we're going to set 4,000 feet per minute on our climb, right? Wait, I won't even go that high. We'll put in 3,000. This thing is going to climb like a man possessed, right? Wait to see it. So, quick check. We are walking, talking, and we're squawking. Flap set for takeoff. We're going to fly that runway heading to infinity and beside. Power coming in, off the brakes. Watch the torque. Takeoff power set. The speed is very much a lot of Jesus. 80. Yep, see daisy. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Now look at the rate of climb. There's 2,000 feet a minute. Flaps in. There's 3,100 feet per minute. That is insane, lads. Engage. Engage. Look at the climb capabilities of this machine. Absolutely nuts. Look at the angle, look. Jesus, look at that. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Not a bother in the world to it. Right, let's cam it all down now. Give us 1,500 feet climbing. While we're here now, we're going to go ahead and get that avionics, get the air conditioner on. Ice door will close, reduce some torque, because with that inertial separator on, as we close it, our torque will increase. And there she goes there now, look. Easy does it. Speed is very healthy. Make sure we don't torque out here. There's no 850 mode like what we have in a TBM, so we got to watch that. Alright, decent climb out. We're going to roll to the right here, and we're going to pick up this magenta line. We're on an intercept. Lure. Here's our weather radar working as it should. Showing us a nice distance. Plenty of precip ahead of us. Cabin temperature now 7 degrees. Our set point. That's going to be warm. And we now climb into the L Mountains, look. Sounds are super, aren't they? Tickpot, good afternoon. Hope you're well, buddy. That's very pretty. Alright. Exceedance of our NP. Ah, sure, listen, it'll be grand, look. NG is 99.8. She's way up there. That's this guy. I don't know how to reduce that. We're kind of limited. Okay, there's a beep. Overspeed. Come on, Murph. Slow her down there now. Where's the button that gets rid of that sound? Do we have a little button to override that now? I'm just saying, it'll be a handy little one to have. We were over speed, man. Right, ease down. There's no auto throttle on this, so we gotta be careful. Cabin temperature now 4 degrees. Cabin heat. Blower. Vent blower off. What's our set point? -8. +14. So I suppose don't use the AC for heating. Would that be right? Well, she's rising now 5 degrees. What if we turned off the AC, right? And just use our onboard vent? Because that should be taking the temperature coming in from the engine, would it not? 6 degrees. That's unusual. 7 degrees. So it is rising. Has it said slow down? Are you mad? Idle cut off. Hello, hello. Alright, so temperature is rising. I think we'll put back on the AC just to be sure, right? Flying Diggs, good to see you, Diggs. Hope you're well, buddy. Right, we're moving well. Oh, yeah. Man alive, look at this machine, look. Fantastic. It's a beautiful airplane, isn't it? Man, temperature's slow getting into this. 8 degrees now. What are we missing, I wonder? We have our set point as hot as we can take it. Aft cabin air. P3 heat. What's this do? Look at the heat here, look. Now why is that red? Is that what this does? Yeah. Alright, that's our heater, so. Sweet. Right, this is going to get very hot very quick. How are the stutters today? They seem to be okay. I did a full BIOS update. I went in and just checked all my kind of settings and stuff, and it's reading fine. CPU usage, every now and again you'll see it kind of jump to 100, but otherwise it's grand. That's proper heat coming in now, look. 15 degrees coming into the cabin. We're looking good. Man, look at the rain over here on our left side. So our weather radar, that's working. We can bring the range in a small bit. Give us 10 miles, and she's painting the colours nicely. Now that's down a little bit, so let's bring this radar level pegging. And we can go vertical profile as well, and we should start seeing some stuff. We are. Okay. So we have a bit of rain on the way. 21 degrees, perfect. Close. Off, off, and off. 20 degrees. So let's see how our cabin altitude changes after this. Other things we're checking. So right tank is selected, so we're okay for the moment. Bleed air is fine. Instrument air is fine. Oxygen, it's not a pressurized cabin, so oxygen would be just into oxygen masks, wouldn't it? Radar altitude, fire test, that's grand. Ice door is closed. Yeah, I think we're good, lads. I think we're good. Did your PC doctor also take care of the curve optimizer? I didn't actually do that, Roy, no. I didn't do anything with the curve optimizer, funny enough. It was literally just update the BIOS, had to go back in to turn back on the AXMP profile, and that was kind of it. That's kind of all she wrote. You know? Okay, we're moving nicely. We're doing about 200 knots over the ground. And our first stop is up to, what do we call it? Mountain Home? Mountain Home. PC Doctor, is that some person or software? Corn Wolf, good to see you. I'd say it's just... I don't know what it is, to be honest. Oh, look at the view. Look at Rob out there. Jesus, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely stunning this machine is. Right, quick check in the engine. How is it all behaving? So, we can see governor chip detection unit is fine. We have our air intake, cold air coming in. The L Pratt & Whitney, the PT6A. It's so cool to see this. Like, look at each and every turbine in this thing. Nuts. It's cold in this cabin. It's 16 degrees. Mountain Home Air Force Base, that's the one. Sergeant Sausages has a joke. Go for it. Go for it, my guy. Says me right wrist is a little bit on the, you know, the wonky side. Do you ever get like a wonky wrist? But yeah, like looking at the performance of the PC since the BIOS update. Keep an eye out for icing here now, lads. Let's have a look. So like CPU, 5.22 is the speed. Utilization, somewhere between 30 and 50. It plays around there, right? GPU is laughing. And then we have our memory back up to 6,000 speed. Seems okay. Piper, good to see you. Not that you need a Murph, but with the curve shaper you can get more performance out of it. Ooh. Why was the washing machine laughing? Go on. Now keep an eye out on the leading edge of the wing. I just realized, wait, now there's no boots on this. So what do we have? We have a prop de-icer. Oh, balls. We don't have a surface de-icer. Right. Viper Strike, good to see you, buddy. I thought we had surface de-icer on this. We don't. It's the Barons have those. No. Defrost. How long will it take to clear our windows with the defroster? Let's give it a moment. Do you play at 4K? Yes.
It's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Sergeant Sausages, that's like I fell over. Piper, thank you very much indeed for 9 months, my guy. Cheers. Flying Dig spent a lot of summer in these mountains. Beautiful place and kind people. Well, I'd love to go here, dude. Voila, our windows are clean. Now, we're not going to... there's mountains ahead that we won't clear, right? So, we're currently at 10.5. I would say 14.5 next. Arm this, engage, and let's climb. 14.5, engage. 14.5 and 1,500 feet a minute. Engage. Oopsie daisy. Now let's see how it behaves. We have a bit of room on torque. Increase our power. Easy. Man, what a machine this is. Spitfire, RAF 100. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Right, climbing nicely. Oh man, look at that weather behind us. Jesus. That's awesome. Alright, we're looking a bit better now. Sawtooth Mountains by Stanley Lake was stunning. Tons of bush traffic. No way, man. 98 Vulcan, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. 3:15 in the morning. Jesus. Airbus Flyer, welcome in. I turned on my de-icing just to have it. I'm not freezing today. It's cold out there today, isn't it? Ryan Jones, good to see you, Ryan. Welcome in. Very happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you're all well. Right, we're running our hot here now with the old ITT, look. There's 12.5. We're going to go up to 14.5. Man alive, look at the weather we have. Look at the views, man. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, absolutely gorgeous. Have I checked out release of Candidate 3 from X-Plane? Yes. Yes, I had a quick look at that earlier on. We're going to fly an X-Plane on Thursday night in the 757. Looking forward to it. Man alive, that looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Absolutely stunning. Happy Sunday, folks. Like, you can even see the trim tab on the elevator. Like, the detailing is savage. And that's moving based on the autopilot as well. Little Merc, good to see you, Merc. Hope you're well. Man, look at that view. Just did some flyage in Norway with the F-28. Nice. Gonna fly the F-28 on Thursday. Looking forward to the new update from Just Flight. Oh man, we have cloudage. Okay, what's the engine running at? We're actually quite okay. Watching the speed. So good. Right, it's given out to me again. We're over speed. Slow it down there, Paddy Quig. Cabin temperature, a miserable 9 degrees. It's gone cold again. Put this on and put the cabin blowers on. This will now get... So I need to read up on the manual more. So this is clearly a heating element, or it's deflecting hot air coming out of the heat exchanger, which would make sense. So see this little line here, see what the firewall is. So this P3 gadget, right? If I move that, I wonder, does it close that little vein? No, it doesn't. So we go Havo. There we go. And cabin temperature's rising again. It's really good. Leave the heater on halfway. Yeah, good call. Good call. Right. We're halfway there. So far, everything's in the green. Aircraft is doing what it should do. Weather radar is doing what it should do. Engine condition is 100%. We haven't broken anything yet. That's beautiful, man. It closes the tube coming from P3. Yeah, but... So what is P3? This is it here, but like... What does P3... I need to read up in the manual. And that's the thing, lads. The manuals on these aircraft, like, unbelievable, right? Check this out. So for the Bonanza alone, we have 201 pages, right? So, on over here for a second. Let's look at the environmental controls. Environmental, cabin temperature, page 54. Alright, so the aircraft is equipped with simulated environment control system allowing the user to learn the essentials of passenger comfort while operating the aircraft. Alright, without the need... Bit of readage here now. Without the need for any aircraft power, the cabin temperature can be partially equalised with the outside air temp just by opening the pilot side storm window or the cabin doors, and fully equalised by ram air cooling so long as the airspeed of the aircraft is powerful enough and the ram air cabin vents are open. Cabin temperature can also be equalised with the use of the electric vent blower centrifugal fan mounted in the tail of the aircraft. The rate at which the temperature equalisation, active heating or active cooling can be achieved is influenced by the ram air pressure and can be supplemented by the air conditioning evaporator fan or the centrifugal vent blower. Equalisation with ambient air can also be accomplished by opening the two vents in either footwell. Ooh. Cabin temperature monitoring, cabin environmental controls. Note, the air conditioning fan can be operated independently of the air conditioning. However, the fan will operate at low speed setting whenever AC is in the on position. Exhaust heat exchangers are notorious for cracking due to extreme temperatures and corrosive combustion. Should the exhaust heat exchanger become compromised, it may result in poisonous carbon monoxide gas leaking into the cabin. Should this happen, it will be detected with an audible warning. The exhaust heat exchanger should be considered a prime suspect, and the red firewall air pull handle should be pulled away from the instrument panel immediately to isolate the cabin breathing air from the exhaust air. No cabin heating will be available while that knob is pulled out. The exchange air supplied by the exhaust shroud is distributed to the heating air ducts, which can emit heat to the cabin through the windshield defrosters, pilot air vent, co-pilot air vent, and also the cabin vents. The amount of heated air supplied from this duct exhaust shroud is increased by pulling the cabin heat control away from the instrument panel. This is the primary means of raising the cabin temperature. The air supplied from the heat exchanger can be very hot, as the system has the capacity to keep the cabin warm at altitudes in excess of 20,000 feet, where the ambient air temperature can be as low as -50. Operators should take caution when applying the cabin heat to reduce pilot workload during critical phases of flight. The Bonanza is not certified for flying into known icing conditions, therefore not equipped with de-icing boots or even windshield anti-icing. The windshield can be partially de-iced using the defroster. Okay, so there's the information that we wanted. So we're in the soup. So the vital thing we need to watch here would be our carbon monoxide guard, because if this thing were to fail, and Black Square are telling us if you're using this very hot, it's going to be shagged, and that's going to be letting in all sorts of nasty gases into the cockpit. In which then we pull the firewall, which is this. In case of an engine fire, pull firewall air control to close. So we pull it away from the panel. Oil door. Now the oil door versus the ice door. There's your oil cooler. Fuel heater. But the oil door. Any thoughts on that one, lads? We'll read up on it anyway, but like, you know. We're between a couple of levels here with the cloud. You're trying to cook yourself, Murph. What are we now? We're 28 degrees. Right, let's turn that little divil off and we'll keep our main cabin heater on, right? And the aircon unit, we weren't using the aircon, and then we can use ram air, which is ambient air from outside. You know. Man, a lot, like, and that's just the environmental controls on the aircraft. Like, it's fascinating, isn't it? Fascinating, Captain. Right, we're at 14.5 and can't see much. So, we're going to drop her down here now. So, let me see. I want to get, we can get terrain data on this. Menu, terrain. So, we look to be somewhat okay. We're going to drop our altitude down a bit. So, we're going to minus this guy to 1500. And we're going to drop here now back down to 10.5. And let's engage that. Drop it the nose down like a divil. And we're going to kill some power here as well. We have a 35 knot crosswind here. So as we're reducing the torque of the aircraft, airspeed will drop slightly, but we've now started a fairly sharp descent here. So, yeah. And we're in moderate weather here as well. Green is like light, orange is moderate, and if you see any red cells, that's like extreme downpour. Our pitot heat is correct in staying on. Current thermometer reading at this altitude. What are we? Well, there's 0 degrees. So we're actually at plus 9 degrees. Interesting. All right, we'll see what happens. Keeping an eye now with our terrain radar. So if we see any colour starting to appear, we want to be very careful when it comes to our descent. Looking at the weather, horrendous. So let's see if we can get down under the clouds. P-Swan says, a door within the engine nacelle is used to vary the amount of airflow over the oil cooler radiator. This actuator is controlled via the oil door. Pull the handle on the pilot's sub-panel and the door should be open for takeoff and landing and closed for cruise. Okay. We're sucking ice into the engine. Yes, we can see that. So this ice door should be back open again. See the way, Malky, do you know, he just be keeping us on our toes. Right, so we're now deflecting that. Look at the ice going out the... Yes, away from the engine now. Out she goes. Right, we're still dropping altitude. Coming down now on just under 12,000. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It's like we were actually taking in that directly into the engine. Now, you can probably take little amounts in, but like not much. It's 23%. Literally bits of ice. So we're passing through 11,500 for 10,500. No sign of this cloud breaking. Hail. All hail. Indeed. Yeah, look at this, man. We're into the wet stuff as well. Wonder how low we can actually drop here. There's 10,005. I'd say drop her down 8,005. Let's arm this and we'll go a cautiously 1,000 feet per minute. As we drop down a little bit more. Now we only have 1% intensity now of the foreign object stuff, meaning that we're actually getting, you know, under that icing layer, if you like, because the temperature here on a thermometer has gone from like +9 to 19 degrees. Look, 19 degrees. Is that right? Oh no, hang on. What am I saying? You absolute idiot. That's Fahrenheit. We're on the inside, so we're minus. What a muppet. We're minus Let me see. That'd be minus 10. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're minus 7 degrees. Jesus. Right, we're dropping down to 8,500 feet. No sign of the ground yet. All I can see are my lovely reflections. Although it looks like we're breaking here a bit, look. Yeah, we are. Look, there's the ground. Alright. Terrain is starting to come up on a radar, but there's more behind us. So let's just zoom in. We're looking good so far. And it looks like we're going to dip underneath this cloud layer. We can start seeing just a little bit of the mountains here. Lots of ice in your planes? No way. Have you looked at the storm on Garmin Pilot? Huge snowstorm coming in. Yeah, 100%, man. This is a here look. So all the blue is that massive storm coming across. And if we were to look at the weather... internet base or internet composite, like, we're right beside it, man. We're right beside it. That's mad, isn't it? Crazy. Was there not a way to dim this tablet? I'm a raven. Huh. I don't think we can show our tail number. Ah, that's still broken. We're still waiting on Sim Update 4. No failures that we can see. I thought there was a button on this to reduce the brightness, no? Interesting. 14 degrees back inside the cabin. Engine's going okay. Now we have leveled off at 8,500. Look, it looks like we're picking up snow and everything. Look at that. So we are very much on the cusp of that weather front. So let's see. Let's drop now to 7.5. We're going to arm that and again go for 1,000 feet a minute. And let's see what happens. From our inertial separator, nothing to worry about just yet, but we're going to keep it open. We're going to be landing here in a couple of minutes. Now we do have a prop de-icer, I think. Do we have prop? We have a prop de-icer. Now whether or not we need that is anyone's question. Like, I'm not seeing anything on torque or otherwise to show me that we have a problem there, so I'd say we're okay. Sky Perrin, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Okay, we're still dropping nicely. Now our distance 2. So we've two runways to look at, right? We can go runway 30 or we can go runway 12. The wind is giving us runway 12, so we're going to aim for runway 12, right? And meanwhile, we can just barely scrape out the ground beneath us. Cabin temperature now 14 degrees. Increase a bit of power here. And we're starting to see some terrain light up. Precip is still quite heavy, although I can dodge some of that if I make a left turn. What is pretty interesting here is the weather radar in the sim, based on our, our precip on the map here. We were to go to let's see here now. Could I get NextRad? Kinda. We can kind of get some information on our map. We have NextRad on our... Yeah, we do. We've NextRad on this. And that's where we can see it, but yeah, it's like information overload. Alright. Fair bit of wind still hitting us. Let me see here now. So we're currently heading mode. Sorry, we're going to currently swap from nav to heading mode. Left turn coming in. We're still cycling around 8,500, or sorry, 7,500 feet. Well, I'd say distance below us. Because we're literally flying into a canyon here, lads, yeah? So if I show you this on Garmin, this is how I can track the space beneath us. So I reckon we can drop this down to about 1,000 feet or 5,000 feet. So we're going to aim 5,000. We're going to engage 1,000 feet a minute. We've already made a left turn because we're going to be landing in this valley before the next batch of mountains. Yeah, we can check that as well. So our vertical profile on the weather radar, we can see at what altitude does it break. This is our profile. So the ceiling, I'm unsure. Where is our altitude here? So that's 5,000. Yeah, I'm unsure actually. Now we can always turn, we can tilt this fella down a bit. So let's tilt it down 0.2 or so. And just see does it start easing up a little bit, maybe 0.5. So you can see as we're tilting down the face of that radar, that's what we're doing. You can see the range is now starting to drop off it, yeah? But it's not really showing me any gaps here, so stick her back to where it belongs. And as we've dropped, you can see now that we're getting lots of terrain information on our Garmin unit here. Lots and lots. We're quite safe at the moment because we know we're in a valley. There's some mountains off there now. We're starting to break through the clouds a little bit, but it's positively miserable weather, look. Miserable. And there is a little bit of icing on me leading edge, look. Jesus, look, we can't be having that. We continue to descend. If you compare the InSim weather radar and the Garmin weather, is it the same? They're close. They're close. Now, we should be safe for terrain for a couple of miles. As we continue to drop, reset our barrow here just to make sure we're all on the same hymn sheet. There's a heavy squall of rain here. It seems to clear up after this. We're leveling off here now at 5,500. So far so good. And we might just stay on this heading. We seem to be going fairly good. We might just adjust it, maybe heading 300. And that'll give us a nice bank to kind of swing back in again, right? Now, when it comes to this airport, KMUO, right? Well, what frequencies do we have? Procedures, airport diagram. We do have an ILS. The runway that we're looking for is runway 12. So if I open the chart here, right? So if I start tuning in some information here, so let me see, localizer 110.3, 1103. Approach course is going to be 122, right? Let's change this now to VLOC, as we've dialed in that steady. We've dialed in the localizer 110.3 for an ILS for runway 12. Missed approach, climb to 10,000. Jesus. All right, let's see what happens. You're coming into land. Nice. We're currently at 5,500 feet. Can't see anything. It's a pure whiteout situation. Thankfully, we do have some decent instrument landing. We've decent nav options here. So there's a TACAN out the road there. Look. What else do we have? Other nav aids. So there's VORs. There's another VOR up the road here. DNJ. We could get a bearing off this guy. Identifier, he's going to be on 116.2. 116.2. We channel 87, but that's TACAN, isn't it? Mountain Home, like that guy there. That's if we're using TACAN. Localizer 110.3. I don't see us picking this up yet. 110.3. We're using the KNS 81. We could try it on this one. 110. 110.3. There's an ADF here as well. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Alright, continue on. Speed is good. First time landing. Murph, are you using the TDS GTN? No, this is the PMS 50. The good news here, looking at our weather radar, on this heading, this range should start getting out of the old fray. Like I'm too close to the ground to drop another 1,000 feet just yet. The airport elevation, Mountain Home in Ohio, it's 2,909 or 6. It's 3,000 feet, so we can really only afford another 500 feet here. And we're a little bit away at the moment. I mean, what are we? We're 10 miles out. So we'll continue on for the moment, just to see. I have a feeling we're going to break through this rain. I mean, looking at the radar, if we bring this guy in a bit, even down to, like, you know, show us 10 miles, as we're flying straight on, that rain is going to start dropping, and then all going well, there's going to be no precip at all in about 6 miles. So let's just see how we get on here. And we can definitely see stuff beneath us on both sides, and the clouds, see that? They're starting to ease off now. See the break in the clouds? Fuel tank, good call. So let me see. Right tank is selected. We better swap over to the left tank. Left tank has been engaged. Look at that, man. The weather radar, spot on. Spot on. So we're breaking out through this cloud layer. This rain will completely disappear now in a moment as we continue on. Our airport is over here on the right hand side. Nice. So our speed is looking good, 160 indicated, and the ILS, I haven't picked it up yet. Wait now, so this knows it's the ILS for runway 12, right? But why isn't this 285? No. Waypoint 1, right? It's not an RNAV approach, it's an ILS. Leave it there for the moment. Approach, we're too far out. I should be getting DME information. Maybe I wouldn't be for the ILS. Yeah, it's not a DME. There's a TACAN there, but that doesn't see... Well, no, that does have No, it doesn't have DME either. Alright. Okay, as we're flying here, we're going to make a small course correction. Right turn coming in, heading 360. That'll keep us fairly closer now to the runway. And let's see what happens. Neo, thank you very much indeed for 38 months. Cheers, buddy. Okay, we're away from the mad weather. And now we're going to be approaching the runway on our right-hand side. So far, we're looking good. There's an A400 dead ahead. That's him there. That's Join FS traffic. You can see the nameplates on the Microsoft Flight Sim traffic. Man, look at that out the window there. I mean, we came up through that. Isn't that only deadly, isn't it? You gotta love it, man. As we're just like exploring through mad weather. Jesus. We'll do a bit of music here as we kind of start planning our approach. Ooh. Isn't it a cool looking plane? Carney, if you put in exclamation point join FS, it'll bring you to a video explaining what it is, how to make it work. The legend that is Gibbo put that video together. Man, look at the countryside. It's very pretty. So there's a runway. Okie dokie. So we're still in heading mode. What was the course? So it's going to be on a course of 122. We can turn in... Not just yet. 4,300 is what she'll want. Arm that. Drop her down. Power coming back a bit. Cabin temperature 21 degrees. We're comfortable. Alright, ease off some of the power as we continue to descend. We're also going to start a bit of a turn here. 010. Alright. Alright, let's unsuspend. Let's arm approach. Easy now. 030. 040. Speed coming down nicely. There's 4,500. There's 44. And coming up at 43. Okay, approach is armed. Approach is now capturing. Right turn coming in. 120 knots. We're looking good. And we are 8 miles. Alright, let's see what she can do. Will she actually follow this? See the way we overshot it there? That doesn't exactly fill me with confidence. Watch her speed here. Back into heading mode. Try and capture that again. Drop the legs while we're here. Easy now. Easy now. Bit of drag hitting us with the with that gear down. Let's try approach again. Let's see. Approach flaps. Let's see what she capture. We're a little low. I wonder if am I missing something? Alright, she's captured there now. Okay, so it says glide slope is active. Now let's see if it'll actually follow it for me. We're on the pappy, so let's see can it do this descent. We should be dropping now though. Huh. approach. Alright, we'll figure out more learning on that gadget. Does the engine sound like it's struggling? No, like we're not far off idle. Oh, easy now. Little bit of wind here to compete against. Speed is looking good. Easy now. 100 knots. Continue in. Capture the localizer, then go approach mode. Yeah, we're too high. Although the chart does say 4,300. Exactly where it was. And it did give us a little bit, like, it started to descend us, and then it overshot the runway. So I'd say my initial fix was off. Because it did capture it, and it started to descend. Weird, right? News fan, good to see you, buddy. Happy Sunday. The good thing here is we have a beta range in this machine. Oh yeah. That weather's coming in something fierce, look. Alright, sailor in. Runway 12. Gears down, I'm happy with the flaps. Speed is looking good. Easy now, Jemima. Watch the flare. Power to idle. Hold the nose.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Jesus. Into beta. Full beta. Oh yeah, look at the decel on that, man. Beautiful. That's it. Kill switch, the timing. The perfect timing. Alright, we have an exit coming up here on the left hand side. Flaps are in. And we'll give ourselves... can we close this? Yes. Okay, first leg complete. We'll exit here on Alpha. What do I prefer, the Duke or the Baron? I think the Duke is just a nicer looking machine, but the Baron, they're both so very, very nice. I think the Duke is bigger. Man, the sounds are good. Alright. We'll turn down to the left. I'll actually turn on the old DLSS. Up the hill you go. That should make things a little bit more smooth. Duke is somewhere between a Baron and a King Air. Yeah. Alrighty, continue taxi. Alright, so quick check on our fuel. We're on the left tank, so we're going to burn that out now for takeoff. We're going to reset a new altitude. So once again, we're going to put it in at 10.5. Although we're kind of heading east now, so we'll go 11.5. And we'll arm that. Continue on here.
Hello there.
And let's see what happens. Brad, welcome in, buddy. Thank you for the follow. So you join us here in Flight Sim 2024. We're flying in the pre-release version of the Black Square Bonanza. This is the Turboprop version. It has that of the PT6 engine. And it's an absolute behemoth. Watch your speed here. Man, look at those clouds, look. Jesus. That's awesome looking, isn't it? Mr. Edit, good to see you, bud. Welcome in. Okay, next and final stop then is going to be 2 Uniform 7. Jeez, look at the clouds out there, man. Like, that's proper, isn't it? Which sounds better to you? Normal one or this? This sounds incredible with a PT6. Mr. Edit, it is. These are due to release on Tuesday. My favourite airplane? I do like a TBM, the 850. Right. Lots of flaps to take off. Nice PC-12 over there. I'm really looking forward to the Aero Commander from Black Square.
Hello there.
Easy way forward. Louise, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome in. Thanks to predictive text, more people have called this airplane the Beech Banana than Bonanza. Brilliant. Man, look at that weather closing in here, look. That's that incoming storm. Right. Let us sit tight. Everything here is armed. Tanks are good. So departure, left turn, and then we're away out of here. Are we ready? Who's playing the drum kit? The missus making dinner, Dan. Alright, let's go flying. Takeoff power set. Airspeed alive. 80. 90. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, that was sporty. Pause and ready to climb. Gear coming up. Climb like an absolute mad lad. There's no yaw dampeners fitted to these aircraft. It should be the Blackburn, the Buccaneer. Amazing. "3,000 feet a minute on a climb and it's laughing at us, look. Is that the best you can do? Jesus, look. Right, heading over to the left. Watch the rate of climb. Easy now. Autopilot, we're going to go on heading. Engage. Engage. Call it 1,500 feet a minute. Nice climb out. Another left turn. And let's get ourselves aligned now with that magenta line. We can go ahead and arm our GPS, nav mode, and it'll stay in heading until it picks up nav. Just to show you that weather that was closing in. So this is where we are. We're departing now up to the northeast, but all this weather is moving across Idaho. So we've managed to just get away from it. Nice. Cabin temperature 18 degrees. Engine condition 100%. Air discomfort is a little bit uneasy. That's purely down to our climb speed, our vertical speed. We went leaping around different altitudes fairly quick. So I think 11 is going to be too much. No, it's not. Never mind. So that's where we're headed. And we're waiting for that red to pretty much disappear. Shoestrings, media, negative. No, there's no modelling for passengers. Now, if we were to tilt this up, would it show some cloudage ahead? But there's very little you see. We're actually out of the worst of this weather, so let's keep this on the norm. There we go. Coming up on 9,000, 1,500 feet a minute. I mean, the thing is just sitting back. It's so comfortable, like. Let's check on the owl air comfort. So that's purely from our initial climb, I'd say. Like, once we level off, that'll get very comfortable again. We can kind of help that again. If we're, like, ram air helps that. We open this guy. Let's just see how quick the cabin then cools down. Look. 13 degrees, look. You hear the sound change when you open these? It's awesome. It's so immersive, this plane. 12 degrees. Look, that's dropping something fierce. However, our air comfort or air discomfort should start kind of alleviating itself. We're going to be making a right turn here shortly. 28 knots of wind blowing against us. Yeah, the Air Commander. Yeah. Dude, it's can't wait for that machine. Alright, 1,000 feet to go. We should clear all altitude at this, or all obstacles at this altitude. Alright, get these guys closed. Is that open or closed? There we go. Right, they're closed. 10 degrees. This should start picking up again. We can make it go very hot very quick. See the heat now coming in? 12, 13, 14. This will shoot the temperature up. Overspeed warning. Ease off the torque. Nav mode is captured. Air discomfort is coming in. So hang on, we can set our point with this. So there's 10 degrees. There's 16 degrees. Let's go 18 degrees. All right. On the left tank, let that burn on now for a while. What is the estimate date? I don't know. He said he had most of them already done. So, yeah, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Now, while we're here, I need to update our Steam schedule over on YouTube. While we're waiting, as we get into our cruise, air conditioning scoop, engine and turbocharger simulation.
Big 10-4, good buddy.
Man, the details in this plane. Ryan, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Jesus, 25 months, man. Thank you very much indeed. Hope you're well. Right, posts. Crunch. Right. So our weekly sched is just going on out to YouTube. Okie dokie. Upload some photos. So we have Monday. Yes. We have Wednesday. We have Thursday. And then we'll have Friday. And we're up to to date, lads. And my last little trick is flight sim, flight logs, flight plan. Ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bum. Dracula. That's Friday night's flight plan. Right, so this is what we're doing next week, lads. Just in case you haven't seen it already, it's on over in our Discord, right? So we're streaming Monday, Wednesday, 2 streams on Thursday, then again on Friday. So Monday we continue with our stall series. We're going to be joined by It's Nor Cali, and he's going to be chatting to us all about the E-Stall Championship and what it means. There's also some freeware scenery I want you to pick up. And get it installed, because we're going to do some practice competitions tomorrow night as well. Wednesday we have the news. We're going to be checking out the Eurofly Twin Fox, a freeware B-24 Liberator, and there's a new mod there called Pilot Controlled Lighting, and we'll have a few other bits and bobs. Thursday, Just Flight's F-28 update. We're going to be using that one on air. And then on Thursday night, we're taking the 757 over an X-plane for a flight out of Kennedy up to Niagara. Then on Friday night, it's the Black Square Baron Professional for our Halloween flight. So this is Monday night. Ooh, and that's like an E-Stall course we're going to practice on. That's going to be some crack tomorrow. Wednesday is the news. That's a 757 for Thursday. And there's our Baron as we overfly, the place. So that's the weekly schedule for all to see. So that's what we're doing this week. Or, from tomorrow. Man, look at the views here. Isn't it incredible how much the weather changes? Isn't that nuts? Look at this, lads. This is absolutely gorgeous. Hang on a second. Absolutely beautiful. So I think altitude-wise we're fairly okay. So let's see. We'll do one of these. One of these. And I suppose then we could nearly do, one of those. Ooh. Looks good. Cornwolf, you absolute mad person. We'll have to give it a go. Do you know, is it for the freighter version? Man, look at the countryside here. This is stunning. We don't usually fly so high above this neck of the woods, but man alive. So, Dougal, wait till you see what we're going to do next. Because the man is not a fan of the winglets. Are you ready? Jefferson 2001, good to see you, man. Firewire, welcome in. I mean, if there was just another reason why you should buy the Bonanza, it's because of that. I mean, I'd love to, but I don't think we can actually get tip tanks on this machine. But we can certainly turn on and off the wing tips, or the sharklets. Now we can also hide the radar pod. But yeah, if you want the wing tips or tip tanks, that's the option for it. But we can't put in tip tanks on this one. At least I don't think you can. No, you can't. So force toggle winglets regardless of the type. And it gives us that. Simon Taylor, good to see you, Simon. Welcome in. But it's a very pretty machine, this, isn't it? The absolute hack of it, lads. It's only beautiful. How much difference of the performance does it make? Well, our current indicated airspeed is 170. That's giving us 211 over the ground. If I turn them on, doesn't seem to be doing much in terms of our speed. Slight increase in speed. So when they're on, we're getting a very small increase. You know? But yeah, she's looking good, isn't it? She's looking fair nice now. Fair nice. And Chris, so that's it's Garmin Pilot that I'm using. Now we also use Navigraph, but Garmin Pilot is pretty cool. So this is a real world EFB, and you can get a free trial with it. It works out at about like $10 a month, but it's good. It's very good. Right, so we're going to be landing here in just under 10 minutes. I'm actually going to be on time for dinner. Do you hear that, Mrs. Two-Tone? You don't need to force me out of it. Right, engine, how are you behaving?
What?
I'm on time.
Are you?
Yeah. I'll be landing in about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Dinner might be ready a bit early. Aren't you lucky?
Look at the ambush. Look. Ambush. Sai 120, good to see you. Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're having a lovely day. We got some people flying with us. You can see Toto. There's Cheeseburger away off over there in a 777. Lucky Bo. Magic Mentos, Gaseous Wayland A2K, Toto, Visualize, and Sunjammer, and we have FMJ just out our window. Murph's 10 is more like 30, but you know, it's grand. How's you cooking dinner without a decent kitchen? We have a grand kitchen, and it's getting an upgrade on Wednesday, probably. You know, but yeah, Cornwolf, you're an absolute mad lad. I wonder, is it for the cargo variant? Because I think that's the machine we're taking. John, what day? John, what day? That was weird. We're doing that on Wednesday or Thursday. How's the old ground in relation to me plane look? This could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Right, let's see what happens, lads. So we're 10 minutes out. Now, 2 uniform 7, right? Best wind is going to give us runway. What is the weather? We've 17 or 35. Closest airport? No weather. Balls. 180 at 6. So 17 is what we're going for, lads. Runway 17. Alright. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I had an echo. I turned it off though. We're grand. All is well. Do you also use Navigraph in addition? I do, Strike. I do. Yes. Navigraph is running nicely. So 2 uniform 7. We're going to go for runway 17. Closest weather. Winds are 180 at 6, gusting to 15. Ooh. Good visibility. Temperature's only 4 degrees. Clear skies. So, I mean, that's great news up at Stanley. You know what I mean? Now, I doubt very much we have, we might. Procedures? No, we don't. Any fuel? No fuel. Speaking of which, what's our fuel? Yeah, she's guzzling a good bit. We'll keep it on the left tank for now. As we continue up, double check our barrel pressure here. Thought that we're a little low. So we continue on, friends. Man alive, look at the mountains here, look. Snow-capped as well. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Tiny bit of cloud cover. Weather radar is not showing us anything of, you know, nothing to worry about. Need to do some heli flying soon as well. We won't have time today now, but soon, you know. Daniel Day, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're well. So Halloween is next Friday. Can we all recommend now some decent Halloween movies that'll scare you senseless? You know, decent now. Not necessarily on the gore side, because, well, that's not really scary to me, but like things that like mess with your head, freak you out, like, you know, proper scary. The Eurovision, for example, right? That's kind of stuff now. That's, you know, just to get us kind of, Jesus, right? Things that'll scare you. Much excited for these aircraft. Yeah, dude, Darth, dude, you're gonna love them, man. Once you guys get to fly these on Tuesday, I'm so excited to find out what your thoughts are when you fly this. You know what I mean? Frozen. Vincy, good to see you. North Coast Mike, welcome in. I was at Weston Airport and Leakslip today. Daniel, very fancy. Yeah, Weston's a grand spot. Did you go into the restaurant? Not gory, but the documentary about what really happens when you fall behind on paying your taxes. Oh, Jesus. Love flying the Starship. Starship is so good. Salem's Lot. Haven't heard of that. Psychological horror. Replay of the VATSIM stream. That could do it as well, yeah. Shaun of the Dead. Sure, that's a comedy. Marv, you have to watch Plan 9 from Outer Space. It's not at all a scary movie. In fact, it's actually a terrible movie, but it's the terribleness of what makes it so excellent. Oh, really? The old version of Salem's Lot. Salem, that's like, yeah. The Hand, Event Horizon. Right, terrain ahead. This is gorgeous, look. We could probably hand fly this one. Autopilot off. Herbie rides again, a Volkswagen with a mind of its own. It wasn't scary. If that isn't scary, I don't know what is. Right, there's the gear warning, but I want to do this as we're just kind of flying in through the mountains here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Ah, lads. Isn't that something else? What did you just throw at me? Did you just... Ah! You can't be throwing stuff at me! She just threw something and it hit me in the head. The Blair Witch. What do you know about the Blair Witch? There was too much runny noses and that, if you know what I mean. The fog. One sniff of that fog and you're inside out. Will you stop throwing stuff at me, woman? What are you throwing at me? Paper. She's throwing paper at me. Get off the stage. Where are we going now? I'm actually getting lost. Oh no, I didn't. Right, we're alright. The Saw. Yeah, I remember watching The Saw. They weren't too bad. Lear, would you shag off? Right. Easy now. This is all terribly nice. Cabin temperature 18 degrees. Easy now. The original It. What was it again? Was that the clown? I said give us something scary. Chucky? Yeah, they weren't scary. The Paranormal Activities now, they, you know, and what was the other one? They had your man who was in Band of Brothers in it. Oh Jesus, what was that called? The Conjuring or something, wasn't it? Where's my runway? Is that it there? It is. It is! Alright, power come back. Daddy's day out. Alright, power come back nicely. Airport's over there on our right hand side. Just watch the mountains here as well. Speed 140. Will you stop shag off throwing stuff at me, woman? Jesus! She got me in the face, did you see it? What a I'm doing a second flight now. Watch back the Liverpool-Brentford game. Right, gear. You can't be throwing... If that hit the telly and you broke it.
It's paper.
Doesn't matter what it is. Paper's hard, like.
Talk about being dramatic.
Could have knocked me out, you could have.
Oh yeah, with a piece of paper.
Yeah. Scary Movie 4.
Here, Murph. If the frying pan didn't knock you out, there's very little going on in there to knock you out. Yeah?
What do you mean very little going on in there to be knocked out? I'm getting... Right. You're wrong no matter what. There I was, minding my own business, behaving myself. Everything was grand until it wasn't. Domestic, yeah. Jesus. Right, hang on. I can't see where I'm going. Bit of tubey. Oh, there's the runway there, look. Right. Easy now. Yes. That is how it should be. Keep it turning. Keep it turning. Watch your speed, you muppet. Easy now. Easy now. Is that the runway there? Ah, oh, balls. Right, don't panic, lads. There's nothing at all to worry about, only everything. This is going to be sporty.
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a man Egypt.
Bit of light snow. Ah, no, look at all the trees. Easy. All the trees, man. This is nuts. I think we should have came in the other side. Yeah. This won't bode well. Right, Murphy. Sink it. Find the trees. Don't hit the trees. Right, here we go. Easy. Easy. Oof. We down. We down. We're going to hit the TBM as well, but we're down. All right. Flaps in. Down the beta. All right. I'm Cedric from Key West. Welcome in, Cedric. Well, this was fun. Go on, Gaseous. There you go. Back it up there now, Finch, back it up.
That's lovely. Where are you?
Wait, what?
Where are you?
We're in Idaho. Right, out of beta she goes. Park and brake on. Lovely job. And let's start tidying up. So fuel tanks were fairly level by the end of that one. Nice. Lights coming off. Door seals off. Strobes off. Panel lights can stay on. Ice door, leave it on. Avionics at this stage, we're pretty much done with this. Avionics coming off. And power coming off. Let's close the door. Man, the sounds. All right. The sounds are so good. That was a lovely flight. Let's go in here and have a look. So track and altitude, that was good. 230 miles start to finish. That wasn't bad, lads. All right, let's go ahead and accept that. That was our flight. That was pretty. That was a nice flight, lads. That was a nice flight. Right, Jesus. That's going to do us for today. Would you believe it? A quick 2-hour stream, but it was a load of fun. And flying this plane, I mean, lads, I cannot wait for you to get your hands on this machine. Honestly, you're going to love it. This is it's part of the Bonanza professional pack, in which you get 3 different aircraft. But I would highly, highly recommend you pick up the bundle. That'll have the Baron and the Bonanza, both aircraft, because you're just going to fall in love with them. They're brilliant. They're really, really nice airplanes. This one in particular, it's so nuts. I mean, on paper, it's the same engine as the TBM. Now, the TBM, you know, is just a better machine. It's in every department, the TBM, it's faster, it'll fly higher, it's pressurized and all the jazz. But this thing, it's nuts. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to do us from today. Timothy McGee, good to see you, Timothy. Hope you're well. Right, lads, that's going to do us. We are finished for today's stream. I'm going to have me dinner now and throw paper back at the missus. But we'll see you tomorrow at 2000 Zulu time. So until then, thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in and for all the support. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Lads are over there, so we'll have to do a bit of a chicane here. Mother of Jesus! Gibbo!
What the hell? I'm somersaulting, lads. Here.
Did you just see what happened to Gib? Are you in the drink? You ended up in the
Water. This is possible.
Did you just see what?
What? There's like, I'm upside down in the water. I had a terrible accident.
That was
wasn't even moving.
That was like, oh Jesus!
Oh man, that was so funny.
Steiny, are you watching Twister or something? I mean, that was just. It's usually the best. It's the best way to do things. You know what I mean? Usually the best way to do things is, no matter what sort of a day you're having, just come in and just have a bit of a slag with me. You know? Oh, me knee. Oh, hang on. I'm after bashing my knee. Dublin. Pascal, is she, he, art, he, is Pascal, she, he's still doing the news. Gibbo, look! He almost turned it over. Gibbo, you nearly rolled it.
Yeah, baby.
Did you just say that? He nearly rolled the trailer coming in. Hilarious.
Jesus, Gibbo.